Well, here we are. Car is missing. That's all right. He's still probably tucked away in Anthony Marsh's trailer. It's December 1st. We just recovered from the 52nd annual Turkey Derby at Wall Stadium.
I'm still sneezing out the Jersey air.
This event had special meaning for me. Back in the early 80s, my father and I used to go down to this race, Thanksgiving weekend, watch the modifieds and whoever else was out there and stuff like that. It was kind of our annual bonding, 2-hour ride, talk, freeze on the way back, talk. It was just one of those things that you get to spend. At the time, you don't realize it, that it's the last one, or you know how many more you have with certain people in your life. Then my life took off. Wife, kids, college-bound kids, and all that stuff. So I finally got back a couple of years ago with Sam. We started going down to it. It was cool. I was happy with that. Where, I went with my father, and now I'm going with my daughter. So it was a really cool atmosphere. And then we started to know some people down there, so we're in the pits, walking around, staying out of the way, giving a helping hand whenever we needed to, and stuff like that. Last year I was planning on doing it, but after the Ice Up the 100 wreck, we didn't have a car to go do it. And I'm like, it's not the end of the world, but it's one of those things that I wanted to check off in my life, that I actually competed in the event for the weekend. So this year, with the help of Anthony Marsh, Jaden Glenister, Beth, George, everybody involved, Friday morning, we made our way down to Wall Stadium. And I actually participated, raced, made the feature, put on a good showing for myself, and completed the race. And I was... The words escape me how I feel about it. I'm happy that I got done. I got to do it. Satisfaction. I closed the chapter in my life that was yet to be finished. It hasn't been finished. And now that chapter I can complete. It's closed. The full circle where from father to son, son to daughter, I got to compete at one of the biggest events in the Northeast. So my name will forever be in the record books as I was on that racetrack. I say this all the time. I don't need anything else in my life. Through the beginning of our adventure with racing, through Kevin helping him out, bringing Samantha out, to her buying me the race car, to where we are now, great bunch of people.
And we're continuing to make more friends as we go.
It's a community that I am proud to be part of. The supervisor's in the shop. Dino, you're on camera. Say cheese.
Dino.
So I greatly enjoy watching fathers and daughters, fathers and sons, sons and friends, just hanging out in a community that I could be a part of. I'm winning at life. You know, it's one of those things that not many people understand that. The few that do understand what I'm saying. Life isn't about cars, houses, vacations. It's about how you spend your free time. We all work our butt off. We all pay our taxes. We all do what we have to do. But at the end of the day, if you spend that little bit of time with your children, your parents, at the end of the day, you can put your head down on the pillow and say, I'm doing it right. As far as the racing, this old man is not scared of the high banks.
No, he's not.
Do I need to learn to drive the track better? Absolutely. Do I need to learn to drive Riverhead better? Absolutely. I think the car is at least 2 to 3 tenths faster than I am. Which, in the grand scheme of things, I can't believe I'm talking about 2 tenths of a second. But as we are, and I understand it, but just so everybody out there knows, I don't take it to the point where I don't need to win to have fun. I'm grateful for what I have, the people I've met, the people I will continue to meet in this sport. Enjoy yourselves. Don't take it so seriously. Don't do something that if you don't win, you're not having fun. Enjoy the game, the sport, the camaraderie with your buddies putting the car back together after a bad night. Those are the moments that will always be there. That little trophy you get is not worth anything. You know. So as far as the racing goes, I was in all my glory. I had the biggest smile on my face going around the racetrack.
Well, you got to talk about the heat race.
Oh. I wasn't going to bring that
I'm
up.
absolutely going to bring it up.
So we get there, we get out for our 2 rounds of practice and stuff like that.
And they went fine.
Okay. first of all, thank you for Anthony Marsh and his whole family for bringing the car down there, warming it up for me while we're waiting in line to get into the track, setting the car up. Can't thank him enough. If it wasn't for him, I'd be a second behind everybody. He's a great guy, great family, always in the best interest on both sides, both ways. So apparently when he brought my car down, he took it off the trailer and my bolt for my bumper was laying on the floor.
So as a demonstration.
One of these little bolts. So he goes, what the hell is that? Because he didn't remove it. I didn't remove the car bumper. It was my rear bumper. I said, all right. So 2 rounds of practice, slowly getting up to my speed. And then, as he had said afterwards, that, oh yeah, the bolt was on the ground, the bumper was hanging off. I put it in, I figured I'd back the car out, I look at it, see it, and then tighten it up. Which he didn't. Again.
It was a hectic morning.
It was, he's in his own mind racing, making his car better. He competes for the wins.
Yes.
I'm just a tag along to get him to think on something else besides overthinking on his car. So anyway, so I go out, line up, I go out to the shoot at Wall Stadium, and the next thing I know, I see officials walking around my car. The next thing I feel, I'm like, all right. So officials came up to me and said, listen, your bumper's hanging. So what we want you to do is go down, go through the infield, come back out. If you can get it fixed and tightened, you can come back out, and you're in the heat race. I said, perfect. Now, with Samantha there and everybody else up on the pit, I was hoping somebody, Sam, would get back. Thankfully, it took me an hour to get back to the pit stop because of all the organized chaos that was what Wall could do.
Yeah.
The amount of cars that were there. They did the best they can.
There had to have been over 100 cars.
Okay, they did the absolute best that they can. I appreciate everybody at Wall Stadium for putting this event on and getting through it in a relatively quick time. Shout out to Wall Stadium. So I get back to where we were parked. I see Samantha with the ratchet in her hand, and next thing we know, we see Papa Ferruggio and a couple other people ran back to help me out. Thank you, everybody who got there, helped Sam out, got my bumper, tightened back up, sent me back out in time. I made my heat race. thank you, Jeff Ferrugia, the whole Ferrugia family, the great kids, Sinatros, Jayden, everybody from Riverhead was down there. Again, great community of people, always looking out and helping another competitor. Greatest thing I'd ever see. So I go out my heat race. I was starting in the back of the heat race, so I didn't really lose any position. I'm like, all right, let's see what I got. You know, I'm half a second off Anthony Marsh, which no big surprise to me. But I was holding my own. I'm like, all right, I just got to learn how to trust the outside groove. Again, you got to realize, this is the second time I've been at this racetrack in the Legends car. So, I held my own. I lost one spot, two spots. I really didn't care. Everybody made the feature. I was in. I'm like, it's setting up to be ideal. So we get back. We're talking. And Anthony goes out for his heat race. Jade and all the other redhead guys were in the other heat. They'll come back up, and then goes and we're talking about it. Like, Anthony comes over with that little sly, little smile on his face, like, yeah, that's partially my fault. And that's what we realized. I'm like, dude, no big deal.
At least they had the bolt. They had the officials.
The official tried to put it back in so I wouldn't lose it, but everything was good. Listen, can't complain about Wall Stadium officiating whatsoever. They line everybody up. Everybody gets in. So, you know, there's a lot of good communication between the officiating, the track crew, the pit area, from the promoters to race directors. It was pretty much straightforward communication. So after we got to the feature and stuff like that, I almost went down a lap, but stayed on the lead lap, lucky dog, caution, whatever you want to call it. I brought it home 14th.
If you watch the in-car, you see right before the caution comes out, you see suddenly Tanner Jones to your outside.
Whoosh!
Pretty much.
Well, I did slow up a lot.
You did, because
I'm like, I'm not getting in the way.
They gave you the blue flag. You slowed up and stayed to the inside.
I wasn't going to go into the turn expecting these guys to go around me.
No, but it was
to the apron.
It was just comical how fast he came around you, and then it was coming out of the turn.
The car spun.
A couple cars ahead of you spun.
So anyway, stayed on the lead lap. I was right behind 3 cars that were right in front of me, keeping pace with them, which I was like, all right, we got this. This is all I want to do. all I wanted to do is be on a competitive note, not be the slowest guy, not be, you know, lapped by lap 10.
You made it all the way till like lap 20 before they actually started catching you.
Yes.
And that was because it was a solid green flag run.
Right. So I'm really happy with how I did, stuff like that. Again, it's me, not the car. It's me.
At the end of the day, you were the superior 1250.
Yes.
Out of the two of you.
Out of the two 1250s. But overall, I just want to say thank you to Wall Stadium for being open this year. I want to thank the Kraus family for when I remember 45 years ago, the Kraus family running New Egypt Speedway. Every promoter, everybody associated with the racetrack, thank you for letting us live out childhood dreams, for giving us opportunities to play on your playground. And I'm forever indebted to the community. That being said, we will post another video in a week or two going over the season in review and all of that stuff, our adventures to Evergreen and to Wall and how we really did at Riverhead and all of those little things and stuff like that. You're looking at a very happy man.
Even if he doesn't look it, he kind of has resting bitch face.
It's gratifying to check off boxes that you set out some 45 years ago. And it's not like this was like a life goal. It was just one of those things that, yeah, I did that. Now, if Wall Stadium is having this next year, yes, by all means, we'll be back there again. But I was at least was able to do it once in my life, and my daughter witnessed it. Gave her heart palpitations and I gave her stress, but that's what I do.
I have the data to back that up.
So, to all the other competitors, thank you. Again, Wall Stadium, the whole staff, everybody, thank you. On that note, peace out.